in exchange for future repayment value of the principal amount. So the types of overdraft what you are going to see today is the standard overdraft, secured overdraft, and a clean overdraft. Let's say that I have to complete a transaction which is worth about 3.5 lakh. If there is no possibility, if there is no viability at all, you are just, so what will the bank look from the customer end is that whether the customer has got enough, what is an NPA? NPA stands for non-performing assets. Good morning and welcome to the session 4 of Management of Banking and Insurance. And in this, we are going to talk about the lending of money. This is very interesting chapter altogether. Why? Because when the banks have started moving towards of acceptance of deposits, they also need to lend money, which is the primary function of the bank. So in this session, we are going to understand about the factors of how the bank is going to make money by lending it. So let's move forward. Let's try to understand what are the terminologies here. The term loan refers to a type of factor that comes into picture in terms of understanding the, let's say that a particular time or a particular year under which they have to repay back. So this is a very interesting factor here. Now, if you start looking into a vehicle loan here, let's say that I borrow 10 lakhs to buy a car or a particular vehicle. Now, what the bank does is that it tells that over a particular time period, let's say 5 years or 7 years, I have to return that money back to the bank at a particular rate of interest. So that is why I say in exchange for future repayment value of the principal amount. So today, if the bank gives you 10 lakh rupees as a loan, you have to return back to the bank with an interest which will probably come up to 12 lakh rupees. Now, what is very interesting for all of us here to understand and to know is that banks are always those institutions who understand that you will not be able to survive with just free money floating everywhere. You have to take up this factor very seriously unless and until in terms of repayment you are capable, you will not be able to sustain a good credit for yourself. So what bank does is that they will check the credit factors of the borrower. So for example, today I'm going to the bank and I'm saying that, sir, I need 10 lakhs for a particular loan. The bank will check my credit background. The bank will try to understand for what purpose this person is asking the loan. Is he capable enough of paying back the loans as promised? So what is happening here is that the banks are also in the levels of understanding loan as a liability and also as an income factor. Now, many people also go in this manner where they want to finish off the loans much ahead of time. The bank is always happy with these kind of customers. But then there are other kinds of customers who also believe that even though the time has lapsed, let me take my own sweet time in terms of repaying back the loan. So for a bank, what happens here is that the lender will actually add on to the interest of financial charge which he has borrowed. Now that becomes the primary income for the bank. The bank will be interested in extending loans only when it sees that there is a possible viability of profit coming in from the consumer. If there is no possibility, if there is no viability at all, you are just repaying back the same amount again and again, you are just not coming up with any profit, then the bank has to declare it to an end and call it as an NPA altogether. Now, what is an NPA? NPA stands for non-performing assets. So all the loans which have not been repaid back for a quite long time or for a quite long period altogether will be classified under NPA. Now, the higher the number of NPAs for a bank, that means the performance of the bank is coming down drastically. So what the bank needs to understand very, very clearly is that they have to perform, they have to make the recovery as soon as possible. Then they will be able to get a good return altogether. Now, loans may be for specific or for one-time amount available on an open-end basis or a credit up to a specified limit. Now, what happens in bank these days is that the loans that are being given to you as a factor of the procedure, that is the business itself, come up with certain terms and conditions. It is not applicable for all. Now, if you look at a government sector in India, the types of loans, the rate of interest is provided on a different basis. On the other manner, if you are going to look for loans in a private sector, they are going to get the loans at a different rate of interest altogether. So what is happening here is that the concept of loan itself will be looked upon on the factors of understanding how things work out, how things are really placed well for you. So at the end of the day, what happens here is that we will try to understand, we will try to go forward in terms of building up the revenue, in terms of building up the systems altogether. Now, forward, we try to understand about the cash credit and the overdraft facility, which is a very, very short-term financing option that the financial institution provide for their customers. Now, I am a small-time trader in India and I have an account with one of the nationalized banks. What happens here is that I'm suddenly in need of 1 or 2 lakhs or 3 lakh rupees for a small-time expansion of my business, or I need to enhance my capabilities more in terms of serving the customer. What do I need to do? I go to the bank and I ask for a cash credit or an overdraft facility where I say that, sir, please provide me an instant amount based on my capital, which I've already deposited with the bank, the amount that is there. I will repay back this money over a time period as soon as possible. Now, what the bank will do is definitely they are going to charge an interest. They're not going to give it free for me. But then that is a small time financial arrangement that the bank does with the customer so that the customer is able to get the money for that short period of time or for that particular period of time, and then he is able to take it forward altogether. Now, what is very, very interesting here is that many people in India, especially from the SME, that is the small and medium enterprises, definitely land up taking up this cash credit or the overdraft facility. They are people who are interested on it because they feel that at any given point of time, the instance of money is available only with the bank, and bank is definitely the most wonderful institution that you can go at any point of time, knock at their door and get an instant money altogether through some schemes. Bank is also interested in this factor. Why? Because they can make an instant return out of the customer. Now, if you see here, the bank will check the customer so that they see that necessary funds are there in the account. If there is insufficient funds, if you don't have enough credit in your account, you don't have enough money in your account, then the bank is going to decline that operation. Why is that now coming into picture? Because for bank, what is more important is the money rather than the person. You might be a good person, you might have a great trade record as a trader, as a businessman altogether, and your entity is doing good. But if you are not in a position tomorrow to repay back the money, or if something happens to you, the bank should be in a position to recover back its money. So what will the bank look from the customer end is that whether the customer has got enough funds kept in the bank account so that he will be able to utilize it and give it forward. So that is why the forms of borrowing that is being talked about in the banking sector, in the banking industry, is very, very different, and it is mandatory so that whenever they are borrowing the money, they need to see that the customers are considerate enough, they are consistent enough in paying it, and the bank also needs to be very, very sure that all the loans that are being taken from these people are secured in nature. So the security part in banking is very, very important. Without that, the bank is not going to just give 1 rupee to you like that. So that is the most interesting part that we are talking about. Now, moving forward, the overdraft that we are talking about, what is this overdraft exactly coming into picture? Now, overdraft financing by a financial institution to that individuals is always attached to a bank account, usually the savings account or the current account altogether. Normally, we speak only about the current account here. If a customer does not have enough funds in his account to complete a transaction, the overdraft will cover the difference, allowing the account to go into a negative balance. Now, this is quite interesting, but then this is what happens on a day-to-day basis in the Indian banking scenario. Let's say that I have to complete a transaction which is worth about 3.5 lakh, but my account balance is showing only up to 2 lakhs. So now what happens is that this difference of 1.5 lakhs, what I'm talking about here, the 1.5 lakh difference has to be given as an overdraft facility from the bank altogether. So I go to the bank and I tell my banker that please give me this 1.5 lakh as an overdraft facility based on the funds that are available in my current account. The bank, looking into my credit levels and my transaction levels, my trustworthy, what kind of record I have set with the banks and all those factors, the bank will start giving me an overdraft facility altogether. The moment they give me an overdraft facility, what happens is that the bank balance will start going into a negative balance altogether. Now that is very, very important. Moment you go into that negative balance, it is the mandatory duty of the borrower to come back and pay the money as far as possible and as quick as possible, because the bank is not going to wait with a negative balance. You have already taken a overdraft facility, you are taken money much more higher than what was there in your account. So it is your duty to refill the money back into the account and bring your account back to a normalcy, from a negative to that of a stable neutral value altogether. So why this facility has been created in banks is that many a times there are a lot of small traders in India who will not have money at an instant level. So what they tend to do is that they go back to the banks and say that, sir, kindly help me for a one-time instant basis and I will return back the money as quick as possible. This is typically seen in people who are running the grocery shop or a poultry business or any small scale kind of business that we are talking about, because they believe that yes, they will be able to return the money back, they will be able to generate the money back in a stipulated time period altogether. But what challenges them or what pulls them down is the factor that moment the bank starts stepping on them in terms of the negative balance. But then that's the way of growing, that's the way of financing that the banks always decide. So nothing can stop them or nothing can virtually look into them as a factor of, a hindrance altogether. So most of the people in that strata, in that level, tend to go in for an overdraft facility. Whoever thinks that yes, I will be able to finance it back, I will be able to recover it back, go in for this overdraft facility and they again go and repay it back. Now, the types of overdraft, what you are going to see today is the standard overdraft, secured overdraft, and a clean overdraft. So, do we have types of overdraft? The answer is definitely yes. Let us see that one by one. What are these? Now, when I say a standard overdraft, that means an overdraft is an act of withdrawing more funds from the account rather than the balance would normally permit. So this is a very, very common way of taking overdraft that is way beyond your normal account balance. Now, the second one is secured overdraft that acts more like a traditional loan. Now, what is a traditional loan, sir? In a traditional loan, what you do is that you have to give something in return as a security. I'm not going to pay you the money or give you overdraft just because you are having an account with me. Okay, sir, you need 2 lakhs or 3 lakhs or 4 lakhs for as an instant purpose. But for that amount of money, which is going to be paid to you as an overdraft, I need some security, I need some mortgage value altogether. So that is why we use this secured overdraft facility, followed by a clean overdraft. What is this clean overdraft now coming into picture? There is also a clean overdraft account in which no specific collateral will be asked by the banker. So I don't want any collaterals from you. I know that you are trustworthy. I know your banking level transaction. Overdraft is permitted due to the net worth of the individual. Now, this is individual specific. This is, case by case basis, what I would like to say. Now, everybody will not have the same amount of money. Everybody will not do the same amount of transaction with the bank. So now what happens for the banker is that he has to pick and choose the customer and make him believe that a clean overdraft facility has been given to the customer because of his image, because of his transaction, because of the net worth, and because of the clarity what he has maintained in terms of transactions. So unless and until this has been secured and this has been understood by the bank, they are not going to give you a clean overdraft at any point of time. Followed by, we come to the end of the session called as the lending of money. I hope and believe that in this session, you would have understood the different methodologies by which the bank is lending money so that they are able to create a resource for themselves and they are able to generate funds in the long run. In the next session, we will be talking about the different functions of bank from the aspects of borrowing, lending, and also in terms of investments. Until then, stay tuned, stay blessed, and stay enlightened forever. Thank you once again for joining me on this wonderful session.